I request everyone to please come inside. I request everyone to please take your seats. I request everyone to call your friends and colleagues from outside and ask them to please take their seats. I request the delegates present to please take your seats and ask your colleagues and friends to kindly come inside the hall and take their seats. Dear delegates, we humbly request you to kindly settle down. Good afternoon. Namaskar. We welcome you all from the different parts of the country to the 23rd National Conference of Practicing Company Secretaries organized in the city of Caves and the Jewel of Sahyadri. The Institute every year holds this conference to assimilate what we have learned and be prepared for the uncertain world. The Institute started this conference of practicing company secretaries in the year 1999. The theme of conference this year is CS, a preferred professional. Today, we have with us Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkarji, Honorable Member of Parliament, the Madh constituency, our guest of the day. We welcome you, sir. We also take the opportunity of recognizing the presence of Srimati Nimbalkar on the occasion. We welcome you, ma'am. I request all the dignitaries to kindly join the dais for the inaugural session. I request C.S. Devendra Deshpande, President ICSI, to kindly escort Shri Nimbalkar ji to the dais. C.S. Manish Gupta, Vice President ICSI. C.S. Sandeep Kejriwal, Council Member, Chairman PCS Committee and Chairman PCS Conference Committee. C.S. Praveen Soni, Council Member and Chairman Conference Organizing Subcommittee. C.S. Rajesh Tarpara, Chairman WIRC. C.S. Sanjay Patare, Chairman Pune Chapter. And C.S. Ashish Mohan, Secretary ICSI. I request everyone to kindly stand for ICSI motto song.
उम्मीद के अंबर में हम बन के खिले जो रोशनी कह देंगे हम संसार को कोई लक्ष्य नामुमकिन नहीं ज्ञान के और न्याय के हर राह को थामे हुए चल पड़े हैं झूम कर बस गीत ये गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर कंपनी सचिव कदमों की हर एक गूंज में बस जीत का एहसास हो राष्ट्र प्रगति पथ पे हो और आत्मबल की आस हो जब भी चले इस भाव से खुलते गए हैं रास्ते आवाज हमने दिल से दी है गीत ये गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर हर उन्नति के रंग में हर भारतीय हाथ हो उद्यम हो या उद्योग हो हर ओर अपना साथ हो जाना शिखर तक है हमें सच की कलाई थाम कर हम जीत के सुर छेड़ेंगे गीत ये गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर
Thank you. Now I request CS Devendra Deshpande, President ICSI, to kindly welcome our guest, Shri Nimbalkar ji, by presenting Angavastram and Planter. I request all the participants to welcome our guest with big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Moving further, I invite CS Rajesh Tarpara, Chairman WIRC, to introduce the dignitaries.
Hello.
I, on behalf of ICSI and on behalf of WRC of ICSI and on behalf of Pune chapter of WRC of ICSI, welcome all you in this 23rd National PCS Conference and give huge round of applause to yourself and chief guest dignitaries on the dais. Special guest Honorable Sri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar, CS Devendra Deshpande, President ICSI, CS Manish Gupta, Vice President ICSI, CS Sandeep Kejriwal, Council Member and Chairman PCS Committee of ICSI and also Chairman of Conference Committee, Praveen Soni Sir, Council Member and Chairman CCGRT and Chairman of Subcommittee of this conference, Sanjay Patare, Pune Chapter Chairman and Ashish Mohan, ICSI Secretary. First of all, let me thank you to our President for giving me and giving us to WRC an opportunity to host these programs of a national level, and I am on behalf of my council, please, we are thankful to sir. And last but not least, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, without your support, it could not be a successful program. So give huge round of applause again to yourself. Sir, national PCS हो या national convention हो, national PCS हो या national convention हो, सब कुछ देके देखो WRC के हिस्से में, कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ेंगे खातिरदारी में, ये चर्चा रहेगी ICSI के किस्से में. Friends, let me discharge my duty to introduce the chief guest in detail. Today we have with us Honorable Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar, Member of Parliament. He is an Indian politician and member of 17th Lok Sabha representing Mud constituency, Maharashtra. He is member of Bharatiya Janata Party. He is member of Standing Committee of Home Affairs and member of Cumulative Committee Jal Shakti Ministry. He was Vice President of Krishna Valley Development Corporation, Government of Maharashtra. In 2014, he was Chairman of Swaraj India Foundation in 2017. He was also Chairman of Maratha Vidyapith School, Maratha Dairy Association from 2008 to 2018. His interest includes upliftment and development of the farmers, promoting dairy development and products, youth, sports. Please give huge round of applause to chief guest. Sir, welcome you on behalf of the ICSI. Another dignitary on the dais, he doesn't require any further introduction, just only one word. CS Devendra Deshpande, our dynamic and fast-moving president. I welcome you, sir, at this juncture. I also welcome our Vice President, Manish Gupta, sir, enthusiastic and very, again, fast-moving Vice President. Welcome you, sir. We also have with us CS Sandeep Kejriwal ji, Council Member of ICSI. He is from Calcutta and practicing member. He is also Chairman of PCS Committee of ICSI and also Chairman of this conference committee. So welcome you, sir. Another dignitary on the dais is Praveen Soni, sir, Council Member of ICSI. He is also heading CCGRT this year, and he is also Chairman of subcommittee of this conference. He is from Mumbai, from employment side. Welcome you, sir. We have also with us CS Sanjay Patare, Chairman from Pune chapter. Welcome you, Chairman, Pune chapter. Friends, the theme chosen today by the President is very nice and beautiful in itself. CS as a preferred professional. What is mean by preferred and what is mean by professional? Preferred means chahita, pasandida, liked person, and major, chief, whatever you can say. The meaning of preferred professional is by choice. It should be by choice. It should not be by compulsion or force of the law. So how the society is preferring us among other professionals is more important. See, by force we can be chosen, but by willingness of the people who are dealing with us is main motto of this theme. So how an organization get high value or high regard in the society, it depends on how the code of conduct is being observed by the member of the society, member of particular organization. So we at the ICSI have our own set of standard, professional code of conduct, internal guiding guidelines, and as a member, what we can contribute to our ICSI and how the value will be created throughout our practice or throughout the journey as a career of company secretary will ultimately determine whether we would be a professional, preferred professional or perfect professional or not. So ultimately two things will decide whether we can be preferred professional or not. One, there should be some clear-cut code of conduct which govern the body, and the members should by heart, by letter and spirit follow that code of conduct throughout the practice. Then and then only we will get preference over others. And also it should be result oriented, not only observance of high ethical standard, but it should be in result oriented, in real sense to the client. The client come to us with solutions. So we are there to provide amicable, logical, perfect solution to the client, and then only we can be a preferred professional. I am sure in today's conference, we all will be showered by the various wisdom, knowledge, and nice speakers will deliver on the various topic, and by which you will excel your knowledge and it will be gainful in your practice area. Without taking much of time, I am straightforward invite Praveen Soni sir for occasional speech. Thank you, friends. Jai ICSI, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. CS Praveen Soni, Council Member and Chairman Conference Organizing Subcommittee. We invite him to deliver his welcome speech.
Hello. Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, President ICSI, Vice President ICSI, Chairman PTC Committee, Chairman WIRC, Chairman Pune Chapter, Secretary ICSI, all the past president of ICSI present here, all my central council colleague, all my regional council colleague, past and present, all chapter office bearer, chapter chairman. A very good afternoon to all my esteemed dignitaries and distinguished speakers, professional colleagues present here in person, and those who are joining through virtual mode in thousands in numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud privilege to welcome you all to this 23rd National Conference of Practicing Company Secretaries. I cordially welcome our guest of the day, Nimbalkar ji, and we are thankful to you, sir, for gracing the inaugural session of this PCS conference by admittance and in spite of your busy schedule. I would like to compliment the distinguished delegates for participating in this program and this annual event in person, and including those who are participating through virtual mode, for sharing of your knowledge, experience, those rich deliberations, at this annual congregation of the practicing company secretary in this serene and beautiful illustration called Lonavala. It is an indeed matter of pleasure for the ICSI to host this 23rd National Conference of Practicing Company Secretaries in its own town, which shall regenerate, revitalize, and unwind the participants. Friends, in 1811, the Lonavala and Khandala hill stations were discovered by the Lord Elphinstone, who was the governor of Bombay Presidency. Lonavala is also the home for the INS Shivaji, which is the Indian Navy's premier technical training institute. The town has greenery in abundance and has a crucial place in the history, being part of the Mughal and Maratha empires. Friends, the practicing company secretaries and the corporate company secretaries, these two are the inseparable wheel of the ICSI, and travel together they can take this profession to the new heights. You may know that our entire central council of 15 members, I am the only council colleague from the corporate, as rest all are the practicing professionals. Even the situation remains in my own Western Indian regional councils. That doesn't mean I am in the biggest minority. Yes, I am getting huge love and affection from all the council colleagues, like being the only sister in 14 brothers or vice versa. So at this situation, I would like to place my sincere thanks to the President ICSI, Devendra Deshpande, for honoring the program directorship of this National Conference of Practicing CS to a corporate CS. Thank you, President. Friends, I being the company secretary and compliance officer for a listed company, always endeavor to engage more and more practicing company secretaries for different kind of opportunities, be it relating to IPRs or foreign liabilities and assets written for RBI or ESOP or FCTRS, MSME, Udyog Aadhar. In addition to the secretarial audit and the secretarial advisories, these all assignments are being carried on by different practicing company secretary firms and thereby generating business for various professionals. And here come out some of the assignments may be done by the other professionals also, be it lawyer or some other professionals, but we always endeavor to get it done through the company secretaries, through our practicing professionals. And here come the theme, CS as preferred professional. We should always endeavor to let us circulate or to share the assignment with our fellow professionals, company secretaries only. I must say that company secretary with his knowledge, skill and business acumen is really a preferred professional owing to his ability to serve and diverse stakeholders in various domains, be it insolvency law, GST, valuation, arbitration, banking, finance, IPR, and to name a few others. Friends, the continuous learning is a way of being in the world, and if a learner can view the life, including the work, as a learning program, then the learner can continue to learn from almost everything in the life. Deliberations on the areas like evolving role of company secretaries, strategic options available, new recognitions, peer review, quality review, these all would throw the broader insight into the professional opportunities for our practicing members and expected skills required to grab the opportunities. I strongly believe that the company secretaries as a preferred professionals are ready to take up the multiple challenges and excel in the development and growth of our country. I am sure that this PCS conference would be an excellent learning platform and help the participant to convert learning into professional opportunities. I wish you all two learning and enriching days of learning, knowledge sharing, and a very pleasant stay at Lonavala. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai ICSI.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Now I invite CS Sandeep Kejriwal, Council Member, Chairman PCS Committee and PCS Conference Committee to kindly introduce the theme of conference.
Honorable Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar ji, Member of Parliament from BJP. Our own President Devendra Deshpande ji, VP Manish Gupta ji, my council colleague Praveen Soni ji, Chapter Chairman WIRC, Chapter Chairman Pune Chapter, our past President Ashish Garg ji, Ranjit Pandey ji, Nagendra Rao ji, my council colleagues, past President and my dear friends, a very lovely good afternoon to all of you. Friends, myself Sandeep Kejriwal, Chairman of PCS Conference, Chairman of PCS Committee, welcome you all in this PCS conference. Friends, This term of PCS conference was of WIRC when we are discussing at our Delhi office with the President and our council colleagues कि इस बार PCS conference WIRC में कहाँ करें. Immediately, one idea came to my mind. I proposed, and my council colleague, and with the kind consent of President, accepted it. That why not this year PCS conference लोनावाला की हसीन वादियों में करें, जहाँ शिवाजी का नगर है और जहाँ हमारे गणेश जी डगरू जी महाराज का आशीर्वाद भी हो. Thank you very much, Mr. President. My friends, my assignment today right now to introduce the theme. The theme is Company Secretary, a Preferred Professional. Earlier we are talking about ourselves, Company Secretary, a perfect professional. Now we are going beyond that, and it's the brainchild of our President that Company Secretary is not only a perfect professional, but Company Secretary is a preferred professional. And ICSI as a whole, under the guidance of our President Devendra Deshpande ji, and leaving no stone unturned to keep ourselves a perfect professional. Friends, India is a country of KMPs. KMPs includes Company Secretary. We Company Secretary are dynamic, we are aggressive, and under our efforts, our promptness, our devotion, India is growing and to be a 5 trillion economy. We understand the words of KMP, key managerial person, but otherwise the meaning of KMP is, K means KMP, kindness, we are kind enough, M, presence of mind, P, prompt. So we Company Secretary are prompt in our deliberation. We are having the presence of mind, and that's why the entire business houses are deeming us a Sankat Mochan, because we are giving an instant solution to all the solutions. We are going to be a global leader. We are going to be a Vishwaguru Bharat. It's the Nara of our Modi ji. And our Modi ji, our President, in our Foundation Day program at Vigyan Bhavan also mentioned that Bharat ke Vishwaguru बनने में CS की अहम भूमिका है. So we urge all our members, we on behalf of our council members, I urge all members to please come forward and Modi ji के सपना को पूरे करने में हमारी अहम भूमिका हो, ये मेरा आह्वान है. We CS are the architect of corporate governance. During our corporate governance program last year, December, Amit Shah ji, our Home Minister, mentioned categorically, India विश्व गुरु बनने की तरफ जा रहा है. इंडिया के पास ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आ रहे हैं. उसका एक ही कारण है कि हमारा कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस अच्छा है, और कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस अच्छा होने के पीछे वी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी आर द ओनली प्रोफेशनल एज मेंशन्ड बाय अमित शाह जी और होम मिनिस्टर. वी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी आर एक्सलेंट इन डिस्चार्जिंग आवर प्रोफेशनल ड्यूटीज. Our Law Minister Kiran Rijiju has mentioned on 9th of this month during our program that India is becoming excellent in the world only due to the professional excellence of Company Secretary. Now I am coming to the words of our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. She also mentioned on 7th June that CS is a preferred and perfect professional in implementing the ideas of policies. So the India is the fastest growing economy in the world and to be very near to be the 5 trillion economy. We CS are the Sankat Mochan of business leader, and we are the need of business leader. And just to mention here that we are also the need of regulators. I cannot say that we are the mercy of regulators, but we are the need of regulators to implement the policy of the central government and to implement all the ideas of central government and to support them in performing their professionally. And Only for this, we are the preferred professional. Friends, we are having our 5 sub-themes. The first one is evolving role of company secretary in India, opportunities and challenges. As Dhirubhai Ambani said always that हमारा सपना अपना हो, बड़ा हो, साकार हो. We are going towards the fulfillment of our dreams. We are also having so many opportunities for we company secretaries, maybe uncertainty. We company secretary has decided in our last meetings and maybe implementing in the next couple of months, June, July or August, that we PCS committee under the guidance of our Devendra Deshpande, our president, very dynamic and aggressive, we are giving representation to all the NCLT benches with a request to appoint our company secretary member as the chairman of NCLT called meetings. Just to add here, scrutinizer. A scrutinizer report can be done by all the professionals, maybe CS, cost accountant, but I assume and I can say that 90% of the scrutinizer report has been done by the only we company secretaries. So we are the need of regulators. Friends, whenever we talk about the practice, we always talk about the practice in maybe Companies Act, maybe SEBI, maybe arbitration, mediation, this and that. Why not we think about the business? We are giving the business leader to the world. Why not we can be, we ourselves a business leader? We are also moving towards the optional audit, optional RPT audit, optional corporate governance audit, various optional audit. Friends, just to mention here, 2/3 of our members are from the places other than the big cities. And they are facing the problem towards their development of their practice, toward their development of their office. Myself, under my PCS committee, under the guidance of our President Devendra Deshpande ji, has emerged an idea of MSME practice. And we already met the 3 state heads for MSME practice, and we'll try to meet all the state heads of MSME during the month of June, during the month of July. And during the month of July or August, we are also celebrating MSME week, and we are coming out with a MSME chartered secretary. It's all for all the members who are from the cities other than big cities. Our second sub-theme is strategic options for practice in the new decades. Friends, we are having our past, we are having our present and future. In past, in 1990s, we are only having our annual certification, preparing the minutes and various records. Coming to next decades, disbursements, IPO, procedure compliances. Coming to next decades, between 2000 and 2010, if you all know about the MCA 21, in the earlier year 2006, before 2006, we all company secretary are only supposed to do the physical filing with the MCA, physical maintenance of the record, maybe share transfer, maybe form filing, maybe this and that. But on 2006, when MCA comes with digital filing, so एक सबके मन में एक विचार आया कि अब कंपनी सेक्रेटरी के प्रैक्टिस का क्या होगा जब सब चीज ऑनलाइन फाइल होगा. बट वी company secretary developed ourselves once again during the decade 2010 and 20 with all our digital work. Then the era of 2010 and 20, Companies Act 2030 comes in. We develop ourselves according to new act. New areas of practice have comes in regarding like RBO, IBC, secretarial audit, and it's the golden decades of we company secretary. I must be thankful to our president on those days, Ranjit Pandey and Ashish Garg ji, for taking various initiatives with the MCA and other regulators to come this area. And for these sessions, we have invited our past presidents to share their views about their past and need their guidance about the future of practicing company secretaries. Then we are coming to our sub-theme 3, that is new recognition under SEBI laws, expectations and challenges. Mr. B. Narasimhan is here. We all know that there are various recognitions are coming from the SEBI, and only with the guidance and efforts of our Central Council member, Mr. B. Narasimhan, sir, आपका मैं हार्दिक शुक्रगुजार हूँ. And just to note one thing, that in one of the recognition from the SEBI, the words auditor has been replaced by secretarial audit. Very big achievements from weak company secretary, that the name of the professional has been changed from auditor to secretarial auditor. Now we are coming to sub-theme 4, building trust and enabling sustainability, covering importance of peer review, code of conduct and due diligence. Friends, just I would like to mention here once again that today is PCS conference, and we are celebrating this PCS conference during PCS week. Our PCS day on 15 June, all you have celebrated it or going to celebrate. This PCS day का जन्मदाता, और मैं कह सकता हूँ दिस PCS डे का आइडिया लाने वाला our past president आशीष गर्ग जी, आपका शुक्रिया. Now coming to the point of peer review, due diligence, code of conduct. Our UDIN, this UDIN and code of conduct are with in the area of our VP Manish Gupta ji. Now next is sub-theme 5, judicial and regulatory perspectives, opportunities and expectations. We always prefer to have our sessions, to have our programs with the support of our joint program with the help of our regulators. And today also we are having one speaker from IBBI, one member from NCLT are also supposed to join us, but unfortunately they regretted. So friend, now we are coming beyond the areas of compliance, procedural compliance. Like Tata is always telling that Tata is also manufacturing steel. So we company secretary also mentioned that we are also compliance officer, we are also specialized in corporate law, but we are not restricting ourselves with the corporate law. Friends, I am confident that this conference will be very fruitful, enlightening and educative, and sincerely hope that we will enjoy today's discussion and networking to take our profession to newer heights. I thank you one and everyone to be present here and to be present virtually being part of the conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for introducing the theme. I now invite Vice President ICSI, CS Manish Gupta, to kindly address the audience and set the tone of the conference.
Good afternoon. Chief guest for the PCS conference, Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar ji, President ICSI, Devendra Deshpande, my Central Council colleagues, Sandeep, Parveen, Chairman WRC, Chapter Chairman, Pune Chapter Chairman, Ashish ji, Secretary ICSI, past Chairman of the DICE, my Central Council colleagues, Regional Council members from various regions, WRC, NIRC, I can see some of them from SIRC as well. Management Committee members who are present here, delegates who have joined physically as well as virtually. I'm happy to share here that more than 1,000 people have joined virtually for this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to everyone. At the outset, I welcome you all to the 23rd National PCS Conference being organized by ICSI on the very apt theme, CS a Perfect Professional. Friends, the very first recognition for the PCS was given by the MCA way back in the year 1988, 15 June 1988. Since then, there is no looking back. We have seen so many recognitions which are awarded to the profession. Many laurels, many recognitions, many new achievements are there for the professionals as well. And I must compliment Ashish ji for giving this idea of celebration of PCS Day. Since 2016, we all are celebrating PCS Day on 15th of June. And this year, particularly this year, we have given a unique idea. Let us not celebrate a day, let us celebrate a week. And our president has given this particular idea. Let us also have the PCS conference, National PCS, within the PCS week celebration. Friends, for this particular year, again, my compliments goes to our President Devendra Deshpande. He has given the theme for the entire year. CS, a preferred professional. We are organizing various programs, various things are being discussed at HQ level on particularly this theme. Many discussions are evolving and revolving around this theme. The student month, which we are going to organize, that would be again on the same theme. PCS Day, the entire week we are celebrating, we have instructed all the chapters in the regional council to celebrate the PCS week on a particular theme. The theme remains the same, a preferred professional. Today also, we have the same theme, and going forward also, we'll be having the same theme for the entire year. The whole idea and objective, intent. We all have seen the dream of reaching up to the highest level of excellence. That excellence is not too far. We all have to aim for it. We all have to look for it. And at ICSI, we people, we council members, the secretariat, all are working how we can build the capacities of our members, how we can initiate certain new initiative which can be helpful for our members. And in this particular aspect, various discussions were there, various decisions have already been taken at the ICSI. Today, our members have earned so much respect. They have reached up to the highest level in their professional careers because of their caliber, because of their capabilities. We have seen that members have entered into various diversified portfolios. You all can see our members are managing finance, our members are managing accounts, our members are IPs, our members are registered valuers, our members are appearing on regular basis at NCLT and various tribunals. The only thing which is required from here, we all need to start looking for those opportunities. There are so many professionals in our fraternity who are only confined themselves to the extent of the secretarial work. Now the time has come when we all have to look for other opportunities. And the theme truly suggests the same. Last decade, I still remember Nisarji was president that time. The slogan was released, "Only I do what I do." That slogan was released by Nisar sir in the year 2012, I think. That time we were looking for the core competencies, core competency for the company secretary. Now the time has come when we have to look beyond the core competency, when we have to go beyond the secretarial, we have to go beyond the Companies Act. Whenever the corporates are looking for the professional, whenever they are going to choose the professional among the other professionals, be it for the finance work, be it for the NCLT, be it for any other task or assignment, they should choose. राजेश भाई ने बोला, अंदर से आवाज आनी चाहिए कि वो हमें चूज करें, हमें अपनाएं. तो वो कब होगा? जब हमारे अंदर आत्मविश्वास होगा, जब हमारे अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस होगा, जब हम अपने आप को उस लायक बना पाएंगे. For that particular challenge and that particular task, your institute at ICSI, we have taken various new initiatives. Let me also share few of those initiatives before I conclude. We have started discussion on the MDP, Multidisciplinary Partnership Guidelines. Very soon we'll be releasing those guidelines. MDP would be the game changer. Everybody is well aware of MDP now. And there are certain challenges which are thrown by the MDP. Whether we are ready to face those challenges, whether we are equipped ourselves, whether we would be able to face the challenges to be thrown by the other MDPs of Chartered Accountants Institution or the CW institution. The answer, as of now, no. We have to build the capacities. To build that capacities, we'll be framing those guidelines. Kejriwal ji is working on that. Very soon we'll be releasing those guidelines for the public view. At the same time, we have started reviewing the syllabus of ICSI, which undergo for a change after every 5 years. We have started working on it under the able guidance and leadership of Ranjit ji. He is heading the academic board for the ICSI. And the new syllabus would be synced with the new education policy of the government. That is one. Second, we are looking for the new areas wherein the company secretary really pitch in, wherein the company secretary really excel. New areas where we can really see the opportunities. We would be reducing certain subject, we will be combining certain subject for sure. We'll be having certain changes with respect to the MCQ-based exams or the open book exams. Those discussions have already been started. And very soon, my humble request to each one of you who are present here or who have joined virtually, very soon we'll be releasing the first draft for the public comments, and we'll be looking for your support and suggestions. Friends, those certificate courses, crash courses, PMQ courses are there for the members and students of ICSI. Just to share with you all, a few days back, one student was there and he was like, sir, मैं IBC में practice करना चाहता हूँ, whether I would be able to enter into it. My answer was, go and join our IBC certificate course. Another member who is having almost 15-20 years of experience, and he was like, I've already cleared my IP exam, but I really don't know how to start and how to excel in the field of IBC. My answer remains the same. Go and join our IBC program. It is starting from scratch, going up to the level of the professionalism. You would be able to learn the nuances, each and everything about the IBC. This is just an example. We have almost 40 different courses in the offering. If you are looking for specialization, if you are looking for diversification, those courses are must for all the professionals. Friends, I am happy to share here that in the last council meeting, we have decided to open the arbitral center to start with at the Hyderabad. And very soon, on the pilot project basis, very soon we'll be opening those arbitral centers at each and every place where we would be having space at our chapters. We already had a discussion with Kiran Rijuji, the Honorable Minister of Law. On that particular day, he was there in our program. And he appreciated that idea that we are looking for the mediation, we are looking for the professional to come forward and help the government in those areas wherein there are less number of professionals working. So we have taken a clue, we have immediately resolved in our council, and very soon we'll be releasing that arbitral center to be opened at Hyderabad to start with. Friends, for the continuous learning in the field of leadership, management, we have many MOUs with our universities. The very first leadership program was organized in the month of April with IIM Jammu. And we are in discussion with other IIMs to have more programs for our members and students. My humble request to each one of you to kindly come forward and join those programs. It will not only give you the enhancement in terms of value, in terms of skills, in terms of knowledge, but also motivate us to do best with regard to building the capacities of our members. To conclude, friends, the future respect of this profession, the future respect and reputation of this profession is totally in our hands. This profession will be known by the respect, by the height, by the reputation we all are going to achieve in our individual careers in the days to come. That would be the deciding factor. That would be the fate of our profession. If we have reached up to the highest level, that simply means we have diversified, we are the perfect professional, and we are the professional who can deliver, who can excel, who can achieve the excellence. At the last, wishing this conference a great success. Hope you all will have many takeaways out of the discussion which are going to take place in the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. And also wishing you all happy stay at this Della Resort at Lonavala. Thank you for your participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your exuberant and energetic address. Now I request the torchbearer and our very own President, C.S. Devendra Deshpande, to kindly deliver his presidential address.
I'm overwhelmed with those applauds. Thank you. We are usually we are used to start the conference with good morning, and this is a different type of timings which we have chosen. So good afternoon each and everyone present here and those who are present on a virtual mode. A very good afternoon from the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and I welcome in three capacities. One, as President of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Second, as WRC ex-officio member. And third, as Pune chapter ex-officio member and past chairman of Pune chapter. I welcome all of you to this 23rd National PCS Conference. My warm regards to Honorable Ranjit Singh Naik Nimbalkar ji, Member of Parliament, who has graciously accepted our invitation and spared his time for coming here. Thank you, sir, on behalf of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and I welcome you here on this particular program. My warm regards to all the dignitaries present on the dais, present off the dais. Let me tell you that when we thought about this particular program, and every year we celebrate this 23rd National we have National PCS conferences, as well as we also celebrate PCS Day on different occasions. But this year, your council, entire council has decided that why not to club these two things together. So why not we can have National PCS Conference and PCS Day celebration in the same week, so that we can have a full-fledged effort of all chapters, all region, every council member, every regional council member, every chapter managing committee member, and every member or every PCS to focus on this particular week for celebrating our PCS Day. I think I remember that in 2020 I was a chairman of CCGRT. I'll just give you the background from where this CS, a preferred professional, came into picture. I was chairman of CCGRT, and at that time there was some internal audit bidding which was going on. So somebody was to be appointed as internal auditor of CCGRT. And I got to know that there are only 3 or 4 bids, all are chartered accountants. And in the council, like at that time, I think Ranjit ji, Ashish ji, Nagendra ji, Manish, me, we were discussing that can't we appoint company secretaries as our internal auditors? Yes, we are authorized to become internal auditors, then why chartered accountants, why not company secretaries? Then we realized whether we are equipped enough, whether we do have that capacity to do internal audit. Then we discussed that yes, we should start something on internal audit. So this was the pinpoint when it started. The second step happened in, I think, 2021 convocation at EIRC, where Secretary Ashish Mohanji, during his vote of thanks, said that CS should be preferred professional. And from that, this particular theme for the entire year was freeze in my mind, even though at that time I was not president or was not thinking of becoming a president immediately. But this particular point came into my mind, that why not to have the complete year with one theme, that CS, a preferred professional. This is applicable to a practicing company secretary as well as it is applicable to an employment company secretary. And the third option which we all are looking at is the academics, wherein we can definitely work together. And you must be aware that your institute has already done so many things in developing academic side of our profession, may it be allowing our members to appear in the tests of various IIMs. Where one more thing I would definitely like to tell you, that we have already approached UGC for making us or recognizing us as practicing professors. So academic side also will soon be opened, and we are in close discussion with UGC, and soon we will be listening to that wonderful positive news, wherein company secretaries would be acting as practicing professors. So when we talk about 3 aspects employment, practice, or academics. In all three areas, we have different professionals working at the same level. So why we as company secretaries should not prefer PCS or employment company secretary or company secretary for all these three things. So that was the thought which triggered, and in the leadership summit, when all the chapter chairmen, all the regional chairmen, they came together and we discussed this particular idea of running this particular theme. We decided that there will be two things which we need to do. One is build the capacity of company secretaries to make them a preferred professional. Second, brand our profession in such a way that people will tell that we want company secretaries. If he is a company secretary, we will prefer. I received lot of messages, even on the basis of one bank account opening form also. I received messages on WhatsApp wherein there is a mention of 2-3 professionals, but CS is missing. Our company secretaries are really proud members of our institute, and I think they send me a message that why CS word is not there. So everyone in the inside know that we need to be present everywhere, and every corporate, every university, every person should prefer company secretary where we don't have an exclusive area of practice. For example, now we will talk about practicing company secretaries because this is a PCS conference. That whenever we talk about practice, there are two aspects. One is exclusive area, which nobody else can do, like secretarial audit, MGT8 certification, various certifications which are only allowed to practicing company secretaries. We don't have any problem in that. We are exclusive in that. So we are the experts of that particular thing. But when we talk about non-exclusive areas, like many of the earlier speakers have noted so many areas: arbitration, mediation, MSME, startups, NCLT, valuation, IBC. There are so many areas which are open for our company secretaries, and I'm really happy that when we started these different courses, certificate courses, crash courses in 2020, during that COVID pandemic situation, we were really not sure how our profession will grow. And I must tell you that these courses have received so much good response, and people want to do those courses so that they can change their practice side. So from exclusive to non-exclusive area. So they also want that they should be preferred over others. So let me tell you guys that your institute is continuously working on making this particular inroads to make company secretary a preferred professional. You must be having a lot of questions on MCA website. I am very sure, because this is a PCS conference. I am not hiding away with any of the questions on this particular part, but tomorrow we will be having an open house session wherein we will discuss all the nitty-gritties and what is the future and what steps your institute has taken. We will definitely discuss that. So the only thing is we would be starting at 9 a.m. sharp because we have a very tight schedule. So those who have questions, they can please join us for the open house session at 9 a.m. so that we can discuss thoroughly what are your issues, what you are facing, and what steps institute has taken and what is in future. So what we are expecting from ministry. Let me tell you that in this 5 months of my tenure as president, I met so many regulators, may it be SEBI, may it be NSE, BSE, and so many other regulators also. Even in respect of Reserve Bank of India, I think we have created one task force. I think Narsihan ji is working on that particular point, that the due diligence, bank due diligence certificate, the draft was in different modes, different formats. So now we have given our representation that this will be the format of our bank due diligence. And because, why I am telling you this bank due diligence? Because this is the first ever certificate or first ever regulation in which this word was used, preferably by a company secretary. So I think this was also one of the thought. Yeah, so we have given now 2 drafts to IBA. One is up to 100 crores, which is a normal certificate, and one is above 100 crores, because 100 crore is the limit for borrowing when it comes to the secretarial audit. So we have given 2 drafts to the IBA, and soon we will be also expecting a positive news on this matter. So I think your institute is working very hard for making you equipped, making this institute or the profession brand in corporates and it is now your efforts, your support, your suggestion, your feedbacks which will make our institute, our profession a preferred one. So I have received a wonderful response to this particular conference when we were required to close down the residential registrations, as well as we were forced to close the non-residential registration also. But people did not wait. They started registering in an online mode, and we have got more than 1,000 people joining this program on an online mode. So the wonderful positive support which we are getting from the members, I must thank from bottom of my heart as a president of the institute to each and everyone who are being part of this particular conference. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind and motivational words. Sometimes we need a little reminder to think about what makes us excited, how to be a better and more efficient professional. Attending a conference like this is always an inspiring experience, and being a part of career and academic conversation is vitally important. With this note, I invite CS Sanjay Patare, Chairman Pune Chapter, to kindly facilitate for the releases.
On the dais, Honorable Ranjit Singh Naik Nimbalkarji, Member of Parliament, our beloved, our very own respected President ICSI, CS Devendra Deshpande ji, Vice President Manish ji Gupta, PCS Conference Chairman Sandeep ji Kejriwal, Praveen ji Soni, Central Council Member and Chairman of this subcommittee of the PCS Conference Committee, Chairman WSC Rajesh ji Tarpara, Secretary ICSI Ashish Mohanji, all former President of ICSI present over here, respected seniors, my fellow professional colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen. After presidential speech, I take this privilege to facilitate this particular session. Friends, it is indeed a pleasure for me to bring something special for all of you. It is something special for this event, it is something special for all of us, and you know that special things always we celebrate with our very own. So we as company secretary, we as member of ICSI family, so we are here to unveil or to release the few publications. So on this occasion of 23rd National PCS Conference, at this very moment, we are going to witness this unveiling ceremony. So first of all, to commemorate the occasion of this 23rd National PCS Conference, this souvenir is a collection of selected articles from our member, and we are unveiling souvenir. So it gives us glimpses of how the profession is going and where it is intended. So I request to all the dignitaries, please release the souvenir on this occasion. Second release is that we are going to unveiling the co-branded publications. The ICSI being the pioneer institutions for promoting good governance in the Indian corporate arena by way of adherence to the law in true and true spirit, has undertaken the task of rolling out a variety of publications to provide comfort in the form of readily available information to the stakeholders. The co-branded publication with Bharat Law House and the Taxman titled Companies Act 2013 with Rules is one such attempt of the Institute to provide not only the law in all its exactness but supplement it with exemption notification under relevant sections. The book also contains additional features such as comparative tables of provisions of Companies Act 1956 and 2013, date of notifications of various sections, etc. And added advantages of this publication is that it has been made available exclusively for the ICSI member and student at a 35% discounted price. So member and student are requested to avail the reap maximum benefit of the offers. The publications are available through ICSI e-card service as well. So third release, we are going to unveil book on FAQ on valuation. So since the task of valuation has been gaining significance now more than ever, and the activity in itself is more subjective than objective, it becomes imperative that the professionals undertaking the same have sound intellect and so as to pursue the sum with the right bent of mind. Given the growing challenges and sprouting questions and various queries as regards to the law, the rules and methods of the procedure, the ICSI Registered Value Organizations had rolled out the first edition of the frequently asked questions on valuation. The publication, which was designed in the question answer format, and it has nearly 500 questions and answers. So fourth publications we are going to unveil here. The corporate governance from the compliance, it is a handbook on best practices. So about, I would like to mention here about the book. It is the very object of this book is to identify, foster and revive the best practices of the corporate governance among Indian companies. So the ICSI National Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance were instituted in the year 2001. Over the year, the ICSI has been closely observing the trends in corporate governance in Indian INC.
The ICSI, with its vision to be the leader in promoting good corporate governance, has been identifying, fostering and rewarding best corporate governance practices among Indian companies since 2001 through the ICSI National Awards for Excellence in Corporate Governance. In this endeavor to imbibe and promote unique and best practices among the corporates, the ICSI for the first time is rolling out a publication titled Corporate Governance from Compliance to Excellence, a handbook on best practices. This handbook is based on the analysis of the governance practices adopted by the companies which participated in the Corporate Governance Award 2021. ICSI believes that the companies taking cue from these best practices will pursue governance with greater fervency. The publication will definitely help the corporates in the pursuit of good corporate governance.
So let us have a huge round of applause. So with this, we are done with the unveiling ceremony. I hand over to the CS Akanksha.
Thank you, CS Sanjay. The e-souvenirs and publications will be available on ICSI portal immediately after this release. Thank you. Now moving to our next segment is presentation of Best Chapter and Region Awards for the year 2020. I request CS Nagendra Rao, immediate past President ICSI, to please join the dignitaries for the presentation of awards at the hands of our guests. The first category in the awards is Best Emerging Chapter. The award goes to Patiala Chapter of NIRC of ICSI. I request the then Chairperson, Patiala Chapter CS Yogita, to come forward to receive the award. I request the Patiala chapter team to kindly receive the commendation certificate. Congratulations, Team Patiala and NIRC. A big round of applause for the Patiala chapter. Next category, Best Chapter in Silver Grade. And the award goes to Rajkot chapter of WIRC of ICSI. I request the then chairman CS Nikhil Gajar to please come forward to receive the award. Rupees 10,000 along with commendation certificate. Congratulations, Rajkot chapter. Next category is Best Chapter in Gold Grade. The award goes to Bhubaneswar chapter of SIRC of ICSI. I request the then chairman CS Prabha Kumar Nayak to please come on the dais to receive the award. The award of rupees 10,000 along with commendation certificate. Congratulations, Bhubaneswar chapter and team EIRC. Now the next category is Best Chapter in Platinum Grade. The award goes to Ahmedabad chapter of WIRC of ICSI. I request the then chairman CS Abhishek Chajat to please be on the dais to receive the award. The award of rupees 10,000 along with commendation certificate. Congratulations to whole team of Ahmedabad and team WIRC. A big round of applause for Ahmedabad and WIRC. Best Chapter in Diamond Grade. The award goes to Hyderabad chapter of SIRC of ICSI. I request then Chairman CS Vikram Reddy Pallavi to come forward to receive the award. A big round of applause for team Hyderabad chapter and SIRC. Congratulations. An award of rupees 15,000 along with commendation certificate. The next announcement, I request the team to remain on the dais only. I request Hyderabad and SIRC team to remain on the dais. The next category is National Best Chapter Award. And again, the award goes to Hyderabad chapter of SIRC of ICSI. Congratulations to CS Vikram Reddy and team SIRC. Now the most awaited one. It's the National Best Regional Council Award. And the award goes to NIRC of ICSI, Northern India Regional Council. I request the Chairman NIRC, CS Suresh Pandey, to kindly receive the award with the team. A big shield with rupees 50,000 and a commendation certificate. Congratulations to NIRC. Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now the most crucial and important part of today's inaugural session. I request our today's guest, Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar ji, to kindly address the audience. Kindly welcome him with big round of applause.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The all dignitaries on stage, off the stage, all distinguished guests, and professionals and dear students. It's given me really immense pleasure to be here. And also I would like to thank Institute of Company Secretaries as well as my friend, the President of the Company Secretary Institute, Mr. Devendra Deshpande. Also thanks Mr. Manish Gupta ji, Sri Sandeep Kejriwal ji, Sri Praveen Soni ji, Sri Rajesh Tapriya ji. Today is 23rd National Conference presenting Company Secretaries at Lonavala, Maharashtra. I must say the nature of biggest luxury available here under mankind, of all free. Lonavala is certainly a jewel of the Sahyadri mountains. सारे आज बुद्धिमान लोगों के बीच में हमें मेरा ऑफ द ट्रैक जाके आज मैं पार्लियामेंट लोगों के क्वेश्चंस और कुछ अलग एड्रेस कर रहा हूँ. इट इज अगेन गिव्स टू फियर टू मी कि क्या मैं बहुत सारे बुद्धिमान लोगों के बीच में उनको क्या हम बताएं, क्या एड्रेस करें. इट इज अगेन क्वेश्चन टक फॉर मी. तो ठीक है, मैं Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar. I am belonging to the Nayak Nimbalkar family. Fulton, earlier it is princely state. मैं अभी मारा क्षेत्र जो क्लोज टू पुणे वहाँ से पब्लिक को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट करके. बहुत जैसे स्टैंडिंग कमेटी ऑफ होम जल शक्ति बोर्ड पे मैं गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से हूँ. और इससे पहले मैं सर को बताना चाहता हूँ कि मेरा स्ट्रगल एज ऑफ 19 में मैंने एक छोटी सी कंपनी चालू की थी और आज 2 लिमिटेड कंपनी है. एक अपकमिंग हम लिस्टिंग सोच रहे हैं. तो सीएस और हमारा रोज का जुड़ा होता है. तो बहुत सारे चीजें हम समझ लेते हैं क्योंकि CS is part of business. तो आज आकर आप देख रहे तो भारत विश्व की तीसरी बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनने जा रही है. प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी हम बने और हम बनेंगे भी. मुझे बहुत आश्चर्य हो रहा है कि 70,000 लोग देश को कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. तो आज आप ये 70,000 लोगों से ये डायस के माध्यम से एक उम्मीद जरूर करते हैं कि जल्दी हम 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बनेंगे. क्योंकि जिस देश की धरोहर जिनके हाथे में है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी का आज 150 करोड़ 130 करोड़ भारतीयों का विश्वास उनके ऊपर है। कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज, सीएस, कोर्ट्स, मैं हमारे सब यंग फ्रेंड्स को बताना चाहता हूँ कि मेरा काम, आपका काम, जैसे किसी जज को बिठाया जाता है कि किसी मैटर में उसको जजमेंट देने के लिए, या कि अगर कोई निर्दोष है तो उसको निर्दोष करार करने के लिए, वैसे ही कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज का भी काम है कि नया कंपनी आए, रूल्स में हमने जब कंपनी चालू की तो कौन से रूल्स हमें पता थे? कोई भी रूल हमें पता नहीं था। 8 साल के बाद वो एनसीएलटी में उसको अप्लाई करो, आरओसी में अप्लाई करो, पहले सीएल भी था, बाद में कंपाउंडिंग करो, बराबर है ना? और बाद में कुछ प्रोसिक्यूशनल्स भी उसमें अमेंडमेंट थे। तो सब जगह से ठोकरे खाते 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 हम यहाँ तक आए। एक बोलते ना कि मुश्किलें तो बहुत है। मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, मेरी मंजिलों से मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि मैं अभी तक पहुंचा नहीं। मुश्किलें जरूर है, लेकिन मैं अभी तक ठहरा नहीं। सक्सेस इज व्हाट? सक्सेस इज जस्ट क्रॉसिंग द लिमिट्स। चलो, किसी ने कोई आज एक मारुति कार की मोटर खरीदी, उसके लिए आज मोटरसाइकिल से वो मारुति में आ गया, एक छोटा सक्सेस उसने किया। लेकिन सक्सेस इज द जर्नी, इज विदाउट डेस्टिनेशन। हम अगर आपके तरफ से, यानी आप बुद्धिमानों से, हम एक ही उम्मीद कर सकते हैं कि आपके पास जो कंपनी है वो उसकी हर तरीके से हम कैसे ग्रोथ करें। एज अ काउंसिलर, एज अ गवर्नर, वो कंपनी जो प्रमोटर को उस कंपनी के रूल्स रेगुलेशन, गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशन, काउंसिल, कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस कुछ भी मालूम नहीं। वो कंपनी को हमें खड़ा करना है, और खड़ा करके रूरल इंडिया इन विलेजेस, भारत आज भी 80% खेडूते में है, इंडिया इन विलेजेस। तो छोटी सी कंपनी वहां से चालू होती है, 10 लोग लेके, 20 लोग लेके, वो दिन रात प्रमोटर मेहनत करता है, मेहनत करके आगे बढ़ता है। उसकी मेहनत पे पटरी के ऊपर उसको टेक ऑफ स्ट्रीट पे लेके आने का काम आप सब प्रोफेशनल्स का है। क्योंकि आज आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा आप अगर देखेंगे तो हमें 2014 के बाद हमें एसएमई प्लेटफॉर्म हमको मिला। एसएमई प्लेटफॉर्म पे 5 करोड़ का, 2 करोड़ का, 10 करोड़ का आईपीओ हम ला सकते हैं। आईपीओ, कुछ चीजें अच्छी होती है तो कुछ गलत आईपीओ भी आ सकते होंगे। ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ सही होगा। मनुष्य गलतियों का पुतला है। लेकिन इसका मतलब यह नहीं कि ग्रोथ को रोका जाए। स्टॉप को हमको हटाना है। अंग्रेजों ने बहुत सी चीजें हमको सिखाई, बहुत सी लोगों, लेकिन एक सबके दिमाग में एक चीज डाल के गए कि स्टॉप। और हमें अपना वजूद दिखाने के लिए उसको स्टॉप करने, मैं किसी फाइल को रोकूंगा नहीं तब तक मेरी कीमत जानेगी नहीं, ऐसा एक मेंटेलिटी आज मुझे बहुत ज्यादा दिखाई पड़ती है। लेकिन इससे क्या हो रहा है कि अगर हम देखेंगे कि चाइना हमारे साथ बड़ा, आज सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी है। और इकोनॉमी का मतलब आज सिर्फ कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस को लेके हम चलेंगे, और कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस तो चलता ही रहेगा, उसको चलना ही है, और उसको सही दायरे में चलाना हमारा कर्तव्य जरूर है। लेकिन जो कंपनी हमारे हाथ में है उसे हम क्या गाइडेंस कर सकते हैं? जैसे फॉरेन इक्विटी, ईसीबी, बहुत सारे फंड्स है, छोटे फंड्स है, प्राइवेट इक्विटी फंड्स है, गवर्नमेंट के कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, छोटे छोटे स्टार्टअप्स में आज बहुत सारी योजनाएं हैं। हम हमारा कर्तव्य सिर्फ गवर्नेंस की तरफ ना देख के कंपनी को बढ़ा के सही सकते। मेरी उम्मीद है आपसे कि कंपनी को हम साथ में लेके जाके, आज स्टार्टअप में बहुत सारे स्कीम है, फूड प्रोसेसिंग में एमओपीआई अच्छा काम कर रहा है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फूड प्रोसेसिंग अच्छा काम कर रहा है। तो एक एडिशनल एडवांटेज अगर हम नॉलेज लेके साथ में चले और विद द फुल बास्केट, अगर कोई अपने पास आए तो उसको हम सीड मनी दे सके, उसको हम फाइनेंशियल दालन वहाँ से कहाँ उपलब्ध कर सके, उसको प्राइवेट इक्विटी, प्लेटफॉर्म, आईपीओ, जरूरत पड़ी जहाँ पे एमएनए, पीए, अब बहुत सारी जो फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूट लाइक एफएमओ है, एडीबी है, 70,000 लोगों ने अगर तय किया तो बहुत जल्दी हम तीसरी इकोनॉमी की तरफ जो चर्चा कर रहे हैं, हम पहली इकोनॉमी की तरफ बढ़ सकते हैं। अगर वर्ल्ड में देखा जाए तो सारा ब्रेन तो हमारा ही है। नासा में जाओ, यूएस में जाओ, कनाडा में जाओ, कहीं भी जाओ, आउटसोर्सिंग ब्रेन हमारा करते हैं। लेकिन हमारी कैपेबिलिटी होते हुए भी हम नंबर 1 तक जा सकते हैं, लेकिन हम स्टॉप का स्टैम्प अपने दिल से हटाना चाहिए। यही हमारी छोटी सी उम्मीद आपके पास है। मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे नवयुवक जनों ने बहुत सारी कंपनियां खोली, चली नहीं, बाद में उनके दिन एक्सपायर हो गए, उनकी उम्मीद टूट गई। बराबर है ना? तो लोगों की उम्मीद मरने नहीं देना है। आप सीएस फ्रेंड से मेरा सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है, एक हिंदी में जाते जाते एक शेर में कहना चाहता हूं, यूं मायूस होके जिंदगी की राह ना बदल मुसाफिर, डूबकर किश्ती संवर सकती है, बुझकर शमा फिर जल सकती है। यूं मायूस होके जिंदगी की राह ना बदल मुसाफिर, जिंदगी किसी भी पल बदल सकती है। तो लोगों के जो बुझे हुए बत्तियां हमें जलानी है, लोगों के मन में विश्वास पैदा करना है और बदले हुए पर राह पे लाना है। ये सब आपके तरफ हम विश्वास की तरफ से देख रहे हैं, भारत आपकी तरफ विश्वास की तरफ से देख रहा है, और हमें और आप सबको मिलके देश की प्रगति में एक नया योगदान डालने की सोच आज ये 23rd कॉन्फ्रेंस में हम एक फैसला करें, ऐसे एक मैं उम्मीद आपसे करता हूं, आपसे प्रार्थना करता हूं। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र। और आई एम सॉरी, कुछ गलती हो गई, ओवर एक्सपेक्टेशन हो गया तो मुझे माफ कीजिए।
थैंक यू सर, वी आर डिलाइटेड टू हैव यू विथ अस। हम तहे दिल से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं। With your fresh thoughts and optimistic approaches, I think everyone has something to take away with them. Thank you so much. I request CS Devendra Deshpande, President ICSI, to kindly present Shahid Ki Beti certificate to our honorable guest as a token of appreciation and gratitude. Shahid Ki Beti certificate is an unique and proud initiative of the institute, where the amount collected against the certificate is donated for girl child education of the martyrs. Now I request CS Ashish Mohan, Secretary ICSI, to kindly convey formal vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Chief Guest, Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak Nimbalkar, Honorable Member of Parliament, acknowledging presence of Madam Nimbalkar, also Madam. CS Devendra Deshpande, President ICSI, CS Manish Gupta, Vice President ICSI, CS Sandeep Kejriwal, Council Member and Chairman PCS Committee, CS Praveen Soni, Council Member and Chairman Conference Sub Organizing Committee, all the Council Members, CS Rajesh Tarpara, Chairman WIRC, CS Sanjay Patari, Chairman Pune Chapter. I acknowledge the presence of all the past presidents, Shri Pawan Kumar Vijay ji, Shri Mahesh Athawale ji, Shri J. Sridhar ji, Shri Nesar Ahmed ji, Shri Nagendra Rao ji, Shri Ranjit Pandey ji, Shri Ashish Garg ji, Shri Makand Lele and Shri Atul Mehta ji. Thank you all presidents, past presidents, for being here with us today in the land of presidents. I also acknowledge the presence of our government nominee Madhu Vij Madam here, all the guests, esteemed members, professionals, students present here personally as well as connected to us virtually. Greetings to one and all of you. Indeed, dear members, it is indeed a privilege for me to stand before all of you to propose this vote of thanks before these esteemed dignitaries. And for gracing this very special occasion of the 23rd National Conference of the Practicing Company Secretaries. Dear friends, the theme, as President has already conveyed, CS a preferred professional. I thank President personally because he has again in this forum acknowledged taking up the concept of preferred professionals, which I perhaps with the motto with which we started our career. Thank you, President, for acknowledging that and taking this entire theme throughout this year. Dear friends, this provides us an opportunity to discuss various facets concerning the profession and chalking out the path for making CS a preferred professional in corporate as well as other areas of governance. I must say that the fundamental skills of learning remains the same even when the contents and the circumstances keeps changing. The professionals need to learn the art of learning and learning again. And I am sure these type of conferences give that platform for us, all of us, to achieve that. As the opportunities are getting increased on account of changed economic, commercial, legal, and digitalized environment, I think days are not far when CS will be a preferred professional. Ladies and gentlemen, as all of you know, that the role of company secretaries is mutating. This is a buzzword round and becoming more challenging. Excellence lies in changing these challenges into opportunities and ensuring productivity. With these words, I formally go to my duty for acknowledging the presence of our chief guest, Shri Ranjit Singh Nayak ji, Honorable Member of Parliament today. Sir, your presence here has greatly encouraged us. And as you have already described the role the company secretaries have to play in this economy, it shall be our endeavor to justify this responsibility cast on us with utmost sincerity and satisfaction. The delegates, I thank all the esteemed delegates for joining this conference in person and in virtual mode. Your presence has actually amplified the significance of this conference. A program of this magnitude requires a lot of planning and guidance. I place on record my sincere thanks to the President, Vice President, Chairman PCS Committee, Chairman Conference Subcommittee, all the Council members, Chairman WIRC, Chairman Pune Chapter, for their guidance and support throughout this organizing process. My sincere thanks to all the HODs of the Institute, staff members from the headquarters, WIRO, CCGRT, Pune Chapter, for their dedication and continued efforts in organizing this conference. Dear friends, we have a galaxy of eminent speakers who will share their knowledge and wisdom during these technical sessions after this inaugural session, and that will, I'm sure, during this sessions, these entire deliberations would be stimulating and help in paving ways for the path ahead. I also thank all the sponsors for helping us organize this conference. I wish all of you a pleasant stay at Lonavala, a beautiful and serene location for unwinding and learning. I request all the delegates to observe COVID protocol during the course of this conference, and I thank one and all present here and those connected virtually for making this conference a memorable event. Thank you, each one of you. I request all the council members to kindly come over the stage for a group snap, please.
I request others to please remain seated. We will have a national anthem and then a tea break. I request everyone to please be seated. Please stand for national anthem. I request everyone to please stand for national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
We are having a short tea break of 15 minutes. The first technical session will resume by 4:30. I request everyone to kindly come back by 4:30 p.m. sharp.